Hi everybody, this is Debra. Happy Monday, good morning. Yay! So I wanted to share, I've been noticing that a lot of people around me are feeling like they're getting sick or getting the flu. And even for myself, I joined a gym a couple weeks ago and I've been feeling like I'm not used to being in that kind of environment with all different kinds of people and different germs and stuff. And even for me, I was feeling like a little something was coming on. Hi, Robert. Hi, Anne. Hey, you guys. Yay. So I wanted to share my top 4 folk wisdom tips for curing or beating a cold or flu, okay? And I've gotten good at not letting, when I feel something coming on, using these tips so that it doesn't escalate, so that it's only like a slight little feeling in my throat and it's not anything that, plays full out. So, oh my goodness, hi Maurice, hi Amber. Yay, I wish we could have a party in person right now with the 4 of you. You guys are all amazing. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, tip number 1 is vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C, so you want to up vitamin C. So right now, I have this drink. It's a green drink that I made, and it has oranges, it has passion fruit, which are vitamin C, and I even put some local honey in it. There's some greens and avocado and water. So I'm getting my vitamin C. So you could do like fresh squeezed orange juice, you could eat grapefruits, you could do lemonade with, you could sweeten it with like a honey. If you do honey, it's really good if it's local. Bee pollen is really good to put in. That's really helpful for immunity. If you don't do honey, you could do like a grade B maple syrup, which is a really good sweetener. So orange juice, any kind of juice, green juice that has citrus in it. I also bought some of those like emergency packs that have a lot of vitamin C, and there's different brands of those. So if you didn't want to do emergency, you could do different brands that they have at the health food store, but they're loaded with vitamin C. So that's tip number 1. Okay, tip number 2 is wellness shots. So chances are you have a juice bar near you. A lot of people do. They sell these things called wellness shots, and they're little shots, and usually it's ginger, lemon, cayenne, oregano oil, garlic, turmeric. Those are some of the things that are often in the wellness shot, and they're pretty intense, but they will really help to knock out a cold or flu. They're intense, but they'll do the trick. So going to your juice bar and getting a shot like that, sometimes they'll add a little bit of apple or something to make it more palatable. But all of those ingredients are really great. Fresh garlic, fresh ginger, fresh turmeric, oregano oil, which kind of leads me to number 3, which is my very special healing soup, which I haven't shared publicly a lot, but I make a very special healing soup for myself. If I notice that I'm starting to get a little scratchiness or something going on. And what the soup is, I'll give you the recipe right now. So what I do is I boil a pot of water on the stove. And while the water is boiling, I start to get my fresh garlic and fresh ginger. And if I peel the garlic, I have a food processor, so I'll put the garlic and ginger in the food processor. Yay, Shakti! Oh my gosh, I want to invite you all over right now. All of you guys are so amazing. I'll put the fresh garlic and ginger in the food processor, and I'll chop it all up. And there's no like certain amount, it's kind of whatever you feel. I do it intuitively. Just try to get a lot of fresh garlic and ginger into your broth, okay? So I'll chop that up in the food processor, and then I'll put that in the pot while it's boiling and get that cooking. And then the rest is really up to you. So what I like to do is turn it into a miso soup. Hi, Cedar. So I'm talking about my healing soup. So I like to turn it into a miso soup. So what I do is get that cooking, and then sometimes I'll add other ingredients such as like leafy green vegetables or seaweed. And I like to actually bring the water to a boil just with the ginger and garlic and then actually turn it off. And then I'll use a chickpea miso, which is a soy-free miso. And I'll get a separate bowl on the side and put some of the miso in. So the idea is you don't want to cook the miso because it has probiotics in it. So I like to take a little bit of the warm water into a separate bowl and start to stir into the miso, a little couple tablespoons of miso, and sort of get it dissolved. And then meanwhile, the water's already off because it's been boiling, the garlic and ginger's in there. Once the water's off, I'll add I'm gonna chop up some leafy greens like kale or collards or cabbage or spinach, seaweed I'll add in to that, and then I'll dump the miso in. So now I've got the ginger, the garlic, the miso, and any vegetables that you like, any vegetables that you want to add. So I'll stir that in, and then I'll add, this is kind of like my secret hack, so I'm just going to tell you. I use ume plum vinegar, which is a Japanese, really amazing, delicious, salty like vinegar. I'll put a little bit of that in, makes it taste really good. And I'll put some hot pepper sesame oil. It's toasted sesame oil with hot pepper. I'll put a little bit of that in the soup, and I'll dump some brown sesame seeds in. So, oh, you only like green, Pedro. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm totally open. If you guys want to comment, you can't wait to get sick, Maurice. You're so cute. But if you guys want to share your favorite hacks, I'm on number 3 right now, which is my healing soup. So I'll add the hot pepper sesame oil, I'll add the ume plum vinegar, I'll add some brown sesame seeds, and I'll stir it up, and that's my soup. That's my it's like a broth. So I'll drink that. I'll eat that soup as a healing, and just that fresh garlic and ginger is so good. Tip number 4. Hi, Arlene. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I wish you're all here. Okay, tip number 4 is I would stay away personally if I feel like I'm getting a cold or flu. I would personally stay away from bread and dairy just until I feel better. So that's my tip number 4. And what can you do instead? If you're staying away from bread, well, you could do rice. That's better. That would be better. If you're staying away from dairy, you could do like an almond milk or almond butter, or something else, cashews, something to give you that creaminess in your life. Oh, the kiwi is green. So Pedro, you like to eat kiwi or make something with kiwi. That's really cool. I like that. So those are my 4 tips. Number 1, vitamin C. Number 2, going to your juice bar, doing a wellness shot. Number 3, the healing soup, the healing broth. And maybe you have one that you like to do, or you could do a version. Number 4, I like to stay away from bread and dairy. And then I'm going to give you a bonus tip, number 5, which is to rest. So this seems so obvious, but it's something that we can overlook because we have busy schedules and we want to get things done and do things. But it is really important. I feel when you're getting sick or you feel something coming on, it's really your body asking you to rest. So whether that's just going to bed and getting a really good night's sleep, going to bed early, waking up, maybe not rushing right in if you can. I know a lot of times we have a set schedule, but maybe if you can take that extra moment to read a book in bed before you go to bed, or watch a movie or journal or do some art. Oh, you're so welcome, Shakti. I love you so much. I love all of you so much. If you can take time to just be creative, maybe go within, do a little journaling, do some art, watch a movie, read a book. So those are some of the ways you could rest. Call a friend, listen to a fun podcast. Those are some things I like to do. So, and get some fresh air, I would say, as well. See if you can just breathe in some fresh air outside if it's nice enough to go outside where you are. So anyway, those are my tips. I'll say them one more time. The vitamin C, wellness shots, a healing soup, staying away from bread and dairy while you feel the symptoms, rest, and then resting in fresh air. So anyway, I wanted to share those with you guys. They've been helpful to me, and I just feel I've been noticing people around me saying that they feel like they have something coming on. So I'm wishing you, I love you too, Amber. You're so welcome. Yeah, I just, I meditate every day and I get ideas, and this one just came through. It was like, you need to share this, get on Facebook Live and share. So I'm sharing. And what else do I want to say? I want to share that if you want to stay in touch with me, I send out a really fun newsletter. It's called Love and Inspiration Notes. And you can sign up for that. It's free on my website, which is debramazer.com. And I'm also really excited I'm launching a new one-on-one coaching program. It's called Let Your True Self Shine, and it was inspired by one of my clients who wanted to do holistic health coaching, but also wanted to weave in the rest of his life, right? Life coaching too. So what we do, it's a 3-month program. It's called Let Your True Self Shine. And we are rooted in food and holistic health and wellness. So we're doing sessions and handouts, and you're getting like recipe books in the mail, some of my favorite vegan recipe books and some of my own recipe books. You're getting, if you live in LA, you get a health food store tour. And if you're at a distance, you get a Skype recipe class, and then you get a bunch of one-on-one sessions. So we go over what you're eating and learning about recipes and what to make and how to make healthier choices. And then we're looking at all the other aspects of your life that contribute to health, because it's really, food is it's the window in, but there's so many other aspects to health. So we're looking at your relationships, your career, your purpose, your spirituality, exercise. We're looking at your whole life and keeping you aligned with your true self, letting your true self shine. So I'm still working on getting up on my website, but I just wanted to mention it because I'm opening up 6 spaces to work with me one-on-one for 3 months to transform your life, to transform your health. And I just think, everything is always connected. I was talking to a friend who, the kiwi with sativa goes very well for sleeping. Pedro, thank you for sharing that. It's good that we can share our tips. But I wanted to say that, what did I want to say? I have 6 spaces available. And that it's a window. Right, I was talking with one of my friends who's a relationship coach. And I was giving her a holistic health coaching session, and she said, wow, you are doing the same work that I'm doing. Like, we went into the inner child and we did some really deep diving work to heal some stuff. And she didn't expect that the holistic health coaching would go that deep. But that's who I am. That's the way that I do things. And it's interesting because it's all windows, right? Like, we can use health as a window. We can use food as a window. We can use relationship as a window, and we're getting to the same place, which is wholeness and happiness and peace. So send me a message or comment below if you want to get in touch, and have a beautiful Monday, and I love you so much. Mwah. Peace and blessings. Yay, thanks for tuning in.